Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and let's talk today about career planning. You know, most people do career planning at exactly the wrong time. You do it when you're angry, freaked out, desperate, pissed off, stressed out, every quality you should have when you're trying to plan a career. That's your mindset at those times. You're angry at your boss, you're stressed out from work, from fear of making a career change, or you've been out of work for a while and you're asking yourself, oh, is there any future in this for me? Oh, exactly the wrong time. Now, if you're in that mode now, this video isn't for you, because you really shouldn't be thinking about career planning at these times. Yes, you can think about it insofar as the choice that you make, but I want you to think bigger picture. So you see, in operating under these circumstances, you're in the wrong mindset. You can't do research because you're in survival mode, right? You got to land that next role. But instead, once you land it, I want you to sit with yourself. I want you to think about, where do you want to go and how do you get there? So, the classic example I give is, if you were driving from, I don't know, San Francisco to LA or Denver to Salt Lake City, and you didn't have a map, you might be able to figure it out, but it'd be by accident. You have a vague idea of how to get there, but you really wouldn't know how to get there. Yes, I know. You could use your GPS on the phone. Ha, ha, ha. But you know what I'm talking about. You have to get concrete about these sorts of things. And normally at the point where you're job hunting is exactly the wrong time. Instead, start meeting with people and talking with them about the goals that you have, where you are now, and start planning ahead. Because even if you land this role, I want you to be thinking about what your prize is. What's the destination that you want to get to? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? And no, I'm not thinking of this from the standpoint of an interview question. I'm thinking about you and thinking about your career. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And do you know how to get there? You see, most people have this vague notion that, I want to be in the C-suite. I want to be an important individual. But they don't know how to get there. They just think that if you do your job well, you're going to get promoted. And that's industrial age mindset. It doesn't work that way. Number one, in career planning, you need information. Number two, in career planning, you're probably going to have to change organizations with some regularity, because the frequency with which someone rises from the mailroom, to use that classic industrial example that we've all been bred with, the number of times that they rise from the mailroom to the C-suite is, let's start counting the number of people that we know who've done this. None, right? It doesn't work that way. But we all think that that's how it's going to happen for us, because we're different and we've been trained like chimps to believe this way. So start thinking ahead. Where do you need to go? Start doing informational interviews with people who've gotten there or close there, or at the next rung or the next two rungs up from you, and start talking with them about their career progression, what their journey's been like, what they've been doing to advance themselves. So you can learn some of the strategies and operate from a big picture perspective rather than in the weeds all the time. You see, what happens with most people is they start thinking about their job and executing their job well, and that is important. But there's the bigger picture about looking out for you and thinking of yourself as the chairman of the board of your own organization, with the stockholders being yourself, wife, husband, partner. If you have kids, they're in the mix as well, minority shareholders, as you will. And you have to think of yourself as being a company of your own. How can you deal with your assets best? Now, if your significant other has an important career where they're the dominant earner and has the dominant potential, then you have to do things to support them with you in the secondary role and focusing on their needs, but not operating reactively, operating proactively. Do you need to go to grad school? Do you need to get supplemental training? Do you need to start getting involved with network and business groups in order to build your network of relationships? Do you start needing to get together with consulting firms or accounting firms and their partners in order to get known to them? Because often they're the recommending source for a lot of opportunities. Again, think strategically here and start looking ahead to what you need to do in order to advance. So I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you found this helpful. Click the like button down. Click the like button down below if you did. Share this. And I also want to encourage you, visit thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot more there on my blog that's going to help you. Hope you have a great day. Take care.